It's windy here every day. It's been windy.
It's like a warmer South Dakota.
Yeah. I don't like it. We're in Oklahoma with ticks. Well, South Dakota has ticks, but these are little ticks.
In December.
Yeah. This will be our last Knowhere podcast. We are at the tail end of a 45-day plus road venture.
You don't think you'll do one in the studio?
I don't think we'll have time. And leading into that, I guess, when we get home on Sunday, we'll back up. We leave here Saturday morning. You have your last show on the road at 1890 House in Meriden, Kansas.
Yep.
You're opening for Ty Ellis and the Flatlanders, I think is what they call themselves. And then we're back to home base, South Dakota, on Sunday. Got a couple more acoustic shows right before Christmas. City Bar in Minneota, Minnesota, and then Norby's in Del Rapids, and that'll be the last ones for 2025. First up,
Minneota,
literally
Minnesota.
right after
the
New Year, is studio time.
Yep.
So what are you going to the studio for?
We're going to do the final cuts on these couple songs. See if we want to keep any of them.
You're in hopes for what? An early spring EP? Or?
Yeah, I hope, but I always picture it going shorter than it should. And I'm hoping we can get it all done before we got to leave in February. But it's a lot to do.
Yeah.
It takes the time it takes.
I know this time of year, everybody's stuff is about like Spotify Wrapped and Spotify Numbers and Apple Music and all of that. And I don't really want to get into any of that stuff.
Did you prepare a speech?
No, I didn't prepare a speech. I had to write down notes because we've done a lot.
Is it stats?
Yes.
I don't like stats, just period. But you go ahead.
There's not much you do like. You've been nothing but a pain when it comes to these. Yes, you have. There's a whole slew of content we didn't even post because you were begrudging the whole time.
Begrudging. You keeping that? You cutting it out?
No, I'm keeping all of this and I'm putting it on the interwebs, as you like to say, or the face space, or whatever you call it.
Yeah. I haven't been begrudging.
You've been pretty terrible.
Not
There's
terrible.
A lot of stuff that I do and put up with. I'm just going to go on the record here as we wind down 2025. To keep the ships moving in the same direction, just as much as you do. But I go along happily with all of your stuff 98% of the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to this. I just thought it would be good to kind of look at where we've grown over the last couple of years. So in 2024, over the course of that year, we traveled 11,000 miles chasing gigs, and we went to 5 different states, most of that being regionally where we were located already. We did 64 gigs that year. So then fast forward to this year, and I did forward some of this stuff just as we get to the end of the year. But for 2025, we traveled to 14 states. And we'll have put on over 30,000 miles chasing those gigs. And we did 67 gigs. And I think the important thing to note that's going to look vastly different from 2025 to 2026 is I would say, well, we know a majority of those were acoustic. That was all on your shoulders, doing acoustic shows. I think we had 6 or 7 full band shows, and we've decided that's not going to be the route going forward, that the show is the full band.
We laid the groundwork over the last year and a half, 2 years, getting the lay of the land out here, setting up for the next stage engage.
Which isn't being just a regional shows. We want to go further than that. We have the ability to go further than that with the rig behind us that continues to break down every time we talk about it. Don't talk about it.
And just the whole Spotify plays and all that. They have grown a shit ton, but and it's purely just from traveling to different states, playing music for people face to face, selling them a CD, a hat, or a T-shirt.
And I want to get your honest opinion about stats and stuff in a second, but let me finish what we're doing for 2026. So I've been busting my ass the last couple months trying to get everything lined out for next year. And we've got probably 3/4 of the year fairly mapped out, which is good. And right now it would be 48 gigs, and that takes us through the end of August. And that's across 16 states. So 2 more states that we've never been to. And some of these states are not repeat states. I've been working on a website refresh. We just got everything up on Bands in Town that was past stuff. I've got to launch the 2026 schedule yet. So if you don't follow us on Bands in Town, please do. That'll tell you when we're in your area for shows. And not to get into specifics, but just to tease some things, these are 4 states we're hitting that we haven't been to before. Texas. And that one's actually happening in January, and that one's already out there, so we can talk about that. We're traveling down to Plano, Texas, to a venue called Love and War to open for
the Filthy Heathens.
The Filthy Heathens, yes. And then they're coming through our neck of the woods in March, and we'll get the opportunity to open for them again. We're also going to hit Illinois this year, Michigan this year, and then to be announced later, but we will be on a 30-day tour in August in Alaska.
Bucket list place to be.
You had said something about wanting to go there, and I got a wild hair and decided, well, why not? Let's drive up there. So
we'll see if we can get in.
We have to make it through
have to account
the
for
Canada
criminal
border
records.
With you and the 3 dogs. I got to research that yet. Get up there, play, and then also make it back into our own country. I'm sure it will be fine. So stay tuned in August for that drama. Okay, that's all I had. I will burn my statistics sheet now.
Burn it, please.
So why, on that note, why don't you? I mean, I have my opinion, but I'd like to hear yours.
You have your opinion on why I think it's important or not important?
No, I have my opinion on what I think about them.
Sure. No, I just think if you're running a business, you watch your bottom line, you watch your top line, you do all that stuff. So from that standpoint, you should be aware of it and do it. I think so. And music is a business. There's a lot of things that go into that whole business side, but that's the business part. But in reality, this is art. It's not, and it's completely subjective. Not only within that, it's just you're doing it for yourself. In my case, I absolutely come from a place of wanting to do it from my own perspective, just because, regardless of what sort of reactions a person might get or where it might go. I'm going to do everything to push it in the direction where it could go somewhere, but it's the fickle line between selling out or not selling out if you're a punk rocker. So, that being said, I think a lot of times, especially the people that are kicking ass, they're not even paying attention. The people that are down at the bottom, they're watching it all like hawks. It's a little bit of a vanity thing, and I just don't give a shit.
I think it can be a vanity thing, and you do care because you watch that stuff. Yeah, so don't say that you don't watch it.
I look at it.
I think it's important to the degree of, I come from the corporate world, right? So it's a KPI. It's a measuring stick of what you did year over year.
You're a numbers lady.
Right? But that's how you know you've grown. Now, I don't think it's healthy to sit there and check it every day and measure yourself to other people you know and what that song, how many spins that song has or how many followers you have. But it's something you do have to be aware of, because unfortunately we're in an industry where a lot of that stuff opens doors and tells people whether or not you're good. How many followers do you have? How much has your music been played? But I don't think that's the reason we do it, to get a song that's a number one, or, those are all byproducts of doing something that you love. But I get why we have to pay attention to it, and sometimes we have to put focused marketing effort on certain things.
I guess I was thinking about this quite a lot, just internally, because a lot of people think about it this way or the other, and it's kind of like that mountain climber thing, like the saying, like when they talk about Everest and they're like, why do you have to climb up there and climb that? And the answer is because it's there. So the whole musical thing, I feel like if you're doing it with any sort of what's the word I'm looking for, integrity, you do it because it's here, and everything else can fall where it may. And why are we out here? Why did we just spend a week and a half in Oklahoma? Because it's here. Never been
Well, I mean,
here. We saw it.
we did see it.
It's good.
There are parts of, yes.
It
This has
fits.
been a different trip for us because we're not towing a vehicle. We have the complexity of this pretty big rig, and I have gone to some pretty narrow roads and have refined my driving
You have
ability.
done an excellent job.
So I feel a lot more confident when we've got the band trailer behind this as well, which is good because January we've got some miles we're putting on right
And
away.
it's been up and down. It's been over some real mountains, been up and down the Appalachians all the way out to the East Coast, the whole deal. So I feel good about that. Overall, if you're talking about traveling with your band, this is comfortable, and it saves a lot on hotels.
Yeah.
From a standpoint of just you and me traveling and going to hide out and explore, it sucks for me personally.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so confining. You're just sitting there like in a fish tank looking out at the Appalachians and going like, God damn, I want to go out and see that, but we're stuck in this giant vehicle that can't get down that road or whatever, And that has been frustrating for me in the last month and a half.
Well, and we've had some cold weather. It's December. It's been November, December. We didn't know what we were getting into for weather. We haven't had near the weather they've had back home, but we experienced it. There's parts of it that were good. There's parts we'll go back to. There's parts we'll skip this time of year, and we've got things we're looking forward to. We're gonna take some runs in the van.
Yeah, I had my longest fall of my entire life this last fall. It just followed us all the way out, which was cool. But I will say, Southeast, I love you, but your fall after, I don't know, once you hit November, it's just rain all the time.
It did. It rained a
It's
lot.
just raining gray. So I'm good on like Southeast this time of year, like November, December. Don't need to come back and do it. There are some great days in between, but it's a lot of just hanging out waiting for it to stop raining.
Well, to wrap this up, so new music 2026.
I'm bitching.
You are kind of bitching. What can you tell people about these songs? Are they different than what you've done before? Are they a little bit of the same? Are you doing anything surprising?
Yeah, I think we're just going to continue making the music that makes sense at the time. The recording process, the guys that I'm recording with this time, I kind of wanted to get there just off the cuff take, so there wasn't a lot of prep for them prior to the sessions. So that's been fun,
We did demos, is what you're
we
saying.
did demos
like before we left.
Yeah,
October,
but it's not like we've been playing these songs for 6 months prior at every show like I have done in the past with other bands. Ruben and Bryce are Just like, okay, we get a work tape and they think about it, and then we show up, work it up, and then we hit record. So that's good. They've gotten a little more time to think about them after the demo sessions. But it's been hard on me because I've really been trying to constrict myself to maybe trying to make songs. I'm always trying to push myself, and I've been trying to make songs that equate well to acoustic guitar. So I've been writing on just acoustic. There's not a lot of, it didn't come from a place of electric. So there are some songs, I think, like Rich, to me, they're off speeds, and it's going to be different sounding because I want it to sound warmer, different, just trying to keep on evolving.
So you're doing 4 and then maybe a cover, an unknown cover that I don't think anybody's gonna know. What in your mind, because I know you're chewing on stuff creatively, you've got ideas that I don't even know until you get to the final product. Which one are you most looking forward to having done?
I don't know. Looking forward. Yeah, I can't pick out one, and I also haven't done this enough times. I can't really say which one is gonna turn out super good, because I think that's a bit of the beauty in it. There's been times where I was really, really amped on a song, which then I put a lot of pressure on myself for that to come out the way I'm really, really hoping. It's somewhere in the middle. It's really hard to take what nobody else can hear, just an idea in a person's brain, and perfectly execute it to whatever that sounds like. And the very first time that they hear it played back, the idea will change. Whether that's me or anybody else, and I don't know, maybe other people feel that differently. It's just the process is interesting, and you have ideas about where you think it's going to end up, and it usually ends up somewhere in between or somewhere else, and that's the interesting part. Hopefully we got something good somebody wants to listen to.
Any final words of wisdom as we do our last little episode?
I'm the last person for words of wisdom. I think that's your bit.
I don't have any.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about this trip's just been a little different than other trips.
It has.
It's been
not good, not bad, just different.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I haven't been just cheesed out and excited about every day and where we are. And I don't know if that's a product of where we are or what we're traveling in or what. Or maybe it's just the whole van life starting to really sink in. I hope not.
Well, I have a Mountain Dew.
Cheers.
Cheers. 2025, almost done.
2025 was great.